Hello and welcome to Model 5 Problem Tree and Logical Framework Approach. This presentation is a part of Submodel 5.1 called Problem Tree Analysis or PTA Supportive Materials. This presentation covers two main topics. First, mind mapping, and secondly, exercise, creating your own problem tree analysis. You might have so many ideas in your brain, and organizing them sometimes can be challenging, to say the least. If you are used to brainstorm to get to the solution of problems you are facing, you might need to use a mind map to organize these random ideas. So, what is mind mapping? To put it simple, it is a tree-form diagram based on keywords that relate to your central idea. It helps you to visualize your thoughts without worrying about interruptions or editing, until you want to that at least. The method was popularized by the late British psychologist Tony Buzan. According to him, linear nodes require to scan information from left to right and top to bottom. However, the psychologists argue that people are visual learners. Our brain's natural preference is to scan pages in a non-linear fashion rather than sequentially. So, unlike conventional note-taking, visual mind maps let us process information holistically. In other words, mind maps help us to see the big picture. Mind maps are built around a single central idea. From there, you draw lines that branch outwards in different directions. This builds a network of related sub-ideas, or child topics. As you build out from the center, your mind map turns complex information into a structured diagram. This works in line with your brain's natural way of working, creating associations between ideas. Actually, anyone can make a mind map on pen and paper or using digital mind mapping software. So let's try it yourself. First, take a piece of paper. Work quickly without pausing, judging, or editing. The idea behind the mind map is to think creatively in a non-linear manner. Write it down in the center, and then think up new ideas, action points, and strategies that relate to it and can make it happen. Let these radiate out from the central idea. Focus on the key ideas, using your own words, and then look for branches. Let's have 5 minutes for this exercise. Here you can find some tips. First, using this visual method helps you understand and remember better. Be open to possibilities and avoid the restrictions of an outline or list formats. Later on, you can modify the information, but first, just get every possibility into the mind map. Once you've got the central idea down in the middle, use lines, colors, arrows, or branches to complete the idea. You will see how thrilling it is not to have to worry about the order we are in. Turn your piece of paper landscape style. This gives you the maximum amount of room to work with. Leave lots of space so you can go back and add to them. You may want to highlight something, add information or questions later on. So, to start any project, we have to understand why we are doing it and what can be realistically do to change it. To help, there is a widely used PTA model. Take a piece of paper and let your creativity flow. Take 20 minutes to complete this exercise. First step, analyze the situation. Yes, you know there is a problem situation, but analyze it. What is happening? why it is happening, what is triggering it, who is involved in the situation, why is it important to you. Collecting data will allow you to better understand the situation and look for necessary solutions. This will give you a lot of input for the next step. Next, identify the main problems of the situation you have analyzed. You can use various techniques. A team brainstorming, defining by consensus what the main problem is usually a good choice. Choose one that is closest to you and you would like to work on. Write it in the center of the paper. Third step is for determining the effects and causes of the chosen problem. You already have a trunk of a tree. Now identify the causes, going to the roots, why this problem happens, and then the effects or consequences, leaves or branches, what this problem is causing. Actually, in this step, you can start using the mind map. It is better if this is done as a team, so you can have more ideas how to work on the problem. If in step 2 you elaborated the Wester matrix, you will already have a step quite clear. Now go deeper into causes and effects. Solving the core problem will be much easier as you determine the deeper root causes and effects. That is, if you have already determined a cause, is it possibly that this cause is brought about by something else in turn? Draw a line and go as deep as possible. Here you go, your problem tree analysis. Now you can use it to create your objective tree. Thank you for listening and see you in the next presentation.